Tea has an extremely close relationship to Chinese culture. It is not only an important part of Chinese traditions, but also become a popular drink in the worldwide. In this animation, our group will talk mainly about Chinese tea culture. After watching this animation, you will be able to describe the history and the evolution of Chinese tea, explain the role of the tea in Chinese culture, distinguish a different type of Chinese tea and their famous brands, illustrate how Chinese tea has a profound influence on the whole world, and analyze both the facts and the ceremonies in Chinese tea. It is hard for historians to exactly pinpoint when tea was exactly discovered, although there are many lecturings writings about it. The cultivation of the tea originated in southwest China before the Han Dynasty. Habitual tea drinking did not spread to the rest of China until the middle of the 18th century, with the publication of the Classic of Tea by Lu Yu, who is a writer from the Tang Dynasty. In the early days, tea was made from simmering fresh leaves in water. In the Tang Dynasty, it was processed in the form of dried tea cakes. By the Ming Dynasty, tea consumption began to resemble what it looks like today. Tea is an important part of Chinese traditions. Tea production plays a role in driving economic development, while tea consumption has remained a practice of daily life in China. The practice of tea culture brings the spirit and wisdom of human beings to the high orbit. Therefore, the study of tea covers a wide field and has a very rich content. There are 6 main types of Chinese tea. First is green tea. It is the most natural of the tea variety. The green tea leaves are slim, tight, and dark green. Its soup color is clear and green. One of the famous brands in China is the Dragonville tea from Hangzhou province. Second is white tea. Like green tea, it undergoes minimal process. White tea is never rolled or oxidized. Dry tea leaves are covered by velvets. Its tea soup color is light green. One of the famous brands is the silver needle from Fujian province.
Third is black tea. The leaves go through several processes, including drying, oxidation, and roasting. The color of the black tea leaves is dark, and its tea soup color is dark red. One of the popular brands in China is coming from Anhui province. Fourth is oolong tea. It falls somewhere in between green and black tea in terms of flavor, being semi-oxidized. It has the fragrance of green tea and the mellow taste of black tea. Big red rope from the Boyi mountain is one of the popular brands. Fifth is yellow tea. It is also one of China's unique tea. It is produced by allowing the damp leaves to dry naturally under a cloth. It has pure fragrance, and its tea soup color is yellowish. Junshan Yingzhen from Hunan province is a popular brand. Finally is dark tea. After being rolled and dried, the dark tea leaves undergo a process of microbial fermentation. It is the material to make compressed tea like black tea. Famous type of dark tea is Pu'er from Yunnan province. So, how Chinese tea influences the world profoundly? China is one of the original producers of tea and is renowned for its skill in planting and making tea. The development and promotion of tea has been one of the China principal's contributions to the world. Also, tea drinking is a constituent part of Chinese culture. Chinese customs of tea drinking spread over to many regions through cultural exchange via the ancient Silk Road and other channels of trade. Chinese tea ceremony contains the wisdom of Oriental philosophy. It reflects the central idea of Taoism, Confucius, and Buddhism. Moreover, in China, tea ceremony, drinking, and appreciating tea can be lifestyle. You can visit its Chinese tea ceremony is a combination of philosophy and lifestyle. Here we also summarize some key ideas about this topic. You can stop this animation and have a quick review. Thank you for your watching.